What's going on, you bunch of heathens? We got another Yarnhub video for you today. This one coming off the recommendation from someone who, I'm sorry, I did not see day one, but I did see day two of asking for Pocket Battleship. So, here we are. Make sure you guys check out the original, as always. Like, and give it some love. Let's jump in.
1939, on a British cargo liner off the west coast of South Africa.
Have you heard about the German?
Yeah.
They sunk another ship south of us last week.
What? We're being shelled. We're under attack.
Tell the captain!
What?
What the hell was
It's
that?
fucking
At the
insane.
bridge, Captain William Stubbs is already on full alert. His binoculars reveal a terrifying sight.
That's a fucking quick
Stalking
intro.
is a 16,000-ton German monster, a heavy cruiser-sized ship armed with battleship-sized 11-inch guns. A
Shit.
pocket battleship.
Full power.
Aye, aye, sir.
Send the distress signal.
This has got, I mean, obviously this is dramatization, you know, with how close they are. But holy shit, could you imagine if they were actually that close? Like, who the fuck is on lookout to fucking miss this? How do you fucking miss that big a ship that close to us?
The small ship turns to flee, transmitting all the information they can.
That fucking sent me. I thought I was getting a text message because my text message noise is Morse code. That really fucking threw
In
me
the last
off.
minutes they have left. A light shines from the enemy, blinking in Morse code.
They're ordering us to cease transmission.
To hell with that. Keep transmitting.
Why the fuck should I do
Make sure
that?
every ship in the region knows they're here.
Aye, aye, sir.
Captain Stubbs keeps watching
Why should I stop? You're gonna fucking seek me anyway.
the enemy growing on the horizon. The ship's massive 280mm guns are aiming straight towards him. He recognizes that profile. It's the Admiral Graf Spee.
It's a Spey. Put that in the transmission. Pocket battleship Graf Spey.
Yes, sir.
I've heard that
They
name.
keep sending all the information
I wanna
they
say it's
can,
in War Thunder.
dragging on the encounter until the fearsome warship is right on top of them. Continued resistance would be dangerous. Stubbs has no option but to surrender.
Cut power and stop transmitting. It's over.
The Doric Star falls
Damn.
quiet. Aboard the German warship, Captain Hans Wilhelm Langsdorff watches as his men board the small cargo ship. They take the crew captive and bring them aboard the heavy cruiser before proceeding to ransack the ship and set up scuttling charges. It's a practice procedure at this point, one that Langsdorff is all too happy to see completed with professionalism.
Gut gemacht.
Back on the upper deck, Captain Stubbs is singled out and taken to the brig.
What about the rest of his men?
Behind him, massive explosions wash across the waves, followed by cheers from the German sailors. But while the cargo hauler sinks into the abyss, thousands of miles away,
Yet
a
again, it
Royal
happened
Navy
again.
squadron hears its dying transmissions.
Well, yeah, because they were transmitting the entire fucking time, which means, yeah, no, they know what's happening.
Sir, Graf Spee got another one.
Commodore Henry Hardwood thinks over the new information.
Bring the officers.
Under his command are heavy cruiser Exeter and light cruisers Ajax and Achilles. They're patrolling off the coast of South America, as far away from the scene of battle as they could be. The Graf Spee has been their target for months, but with this transmission, Harwood
They now
gets
know
the
where they're
feeling
at.
They can finally bring its rampage to an end.
There's a change of plan. The Graf Spee claimed another victim at approximately 13 hours yesterday. I suspect South American traffic will be their next target. We need to be ready.
I agree, sir. But where?
I get the feeling they'll be moving to
Die Mündung des Rio de la Plata.
the River Plate.
Dort ist sehr viel Verkehr.
The
Read like a
transport for all
fucking
cargo
book, my
ships headed
guy.
to the Argentine and Uruguayan capitals.
Dort gibt es einige Ziele.
The 16,000-ton Graf Spee turns for its new destination, unaware that they're falling directly into Harwood's grasp. On the morning of the 15th of December,
Oh, he thinks he's
13 days
untouchable.
after the loss of the Doric Star, on board the heavy cruiser Exeter, Captain Frederick Secker Ball supervises the early morning activity. The squadron has been
Drinking
patrolling
tea.
the estuary for days. Lookouts are on full alert, waiting for Howard's prediction to come reality. It's been a tough wait. Initial sightings suggest they're coming, but they haven't heard anything new for days. Until
Confirmed smoke at 320. Lookouts at the stern report the enemy. Sir, Howard reports smoke at 320. Orders to investigate.
Ply affirmative. Men to action stations. Load SAPs.
yes, sir.
Saps.
Exeter breaks west.
That makes me think. How old's this video? Oh, so this isn't an old one. That's cool. I wasn't sure.
Approaching the mysterious ship. Slowly, the masts come into view. Then, the superstructure. And finally, the mighty guns. It's
Got
clear.
eyes.
The Germans are here.
It's them. Tell Harwood we have a pocket battleship.
Message confirmed. A pocket battleship at 320.
I gotta know, are they just using that term in the animation, or is that actually what they were like called on ships and whatnot? And like, hey, it's a pocket battleship. Like, was that actually a term that they would use in like calling it out or something?
The Exeter reports the enemy in sight.
After months of chase and so many lost merchant ships, the showdown is finally here.
Men to action stations. Heading 30 degrees and full power. Tell Exeter to charge the ship from the south. We surround them from the east as practiced.
Order from Ajax to Exeter. Charge the ship from the south. The rest of the force will execute the other flank. Permission to fire.
But that fires shells over twice as heavy as their own. The Exeter is completely outclassed. But
Is.
Bell trusts their strategic and numerical advantage.
Also, is the Graph alone? I don't remember seeing another ship with them, but I'm not positive if I just saw something or whatnot. So it'd be kind of odd to me a bit if the Graph was actually alone.
Flank speed. Keep the current heading.
Yes, sir.
Herr Kapitän, der Rauch am Horizont.
It's a surprise, but he accepts the challenge.
Nun gut, lasst sie uns treffen.
Oh,
The two
overconfident.
ships keep approaching. The Graf Speye's path unchanged. Bal watches through the binoculars as two giant turrets traverse towards them. And then,
Feuererlaubnis.
the first shots of the Battle of River Plate wash across the waves.
Like, comment,
The shells
subscribe.
striking the sea. Exeter Gunnery Officer Lieutenant Commander Richard Jennings remembers,
The captain hailed me, not with the usual rigmarole of enemy in sight, bearing, etc., but with, there's the fucking ship.
There's the fucking ship. Open fire at her.
That's amazing.
Exeter unleashes her guns with powerful blasts. The shells fly across the sky, and they too fall short. Upon Exeter, things are getting frantic as the German warship finds its aim. Shells splash closer and closer, littering
closer,
the deck
not
with
actually hit.
deadly shrapnel. But the Exeter
Damn,
too
buddy.
adjusts their range. They fire their 8-inch batteries, striking the Graf Spee on the hull, but failing to pierce its armor. Deep within the German warship, Captain Stubbs of the
Hey, dude,
Doric
that still
Star
rings some
is
bells,
locked
I
in
would
a
think.
cell, alone and in silence. The shell strikes reverberating on the hull fill his ears. In return, the Germans salvage
Oh,
strike
that'd be scary. Because you know if they actually, like, sink it, you're going down with the ship. They're not, like, the Germans aren't going to let you out. Oh, that's a scary
just
feeling.
barely short. The massive shells detonate just a few yards away with awe-inspiring power. The shock and shrapnel so powerful, it takes out Exeter's radio.
Oof.
Sir,
Bad luck.
we lost contact with Harwood.
It's too late to turn back now. Press on.
Oh, look at those teeth.
Their shells impact the Graf Speye's deck, wrecking anti-aircraft guns, but they're doing nothing to slow the enemy Goliath. Bal watches the enemy with his binoculars. He sees the massive guns fire, launching their shells into the air. They linger for what seems like eternal seconds. Bal
Yeah,
doesn't
I
have time
would,
to
I would
react.
assume.
Not that it would have done anything, but he can feel it. That is a hit.
That's a shit feeling
The
to have.
brutal impact takes out the turret, and the shrapnel flies towards the bridge. The fragments punch effortlessly through the bridge's thin walls, to tragic results.
Oh, that's
Bell
a
finds
big piece
himself
of shrapnel
on the floor,
too.
dazed and surrounded by the fallen.
Oh shit, Bell survived the initial
Somehow,
fucking
through
shrapnel?
sheer luck, he's largely unhurt.
Damn, that's lucky as fuck.
There's no time to mourn. With determination burning in his eyes, Bell returns to his post, but finds his communications destroyed. At that moment, medical personnel rush in, but there's no time. He hurries past them, abandoning the bridge and making his way towards the aft conning station.
Do you have comms here?
No, sir. We've lost them.
He looks around and calls for the first sailor he sees.
You, come over. Have no comms. Tell the port torpedoes to prepare to launch when the enemy comes into view. And the men at the rudder to steer 25 degrees.
Come on, we got a runner.
Salutes and runs off.
Yep,
He
we got a
rushes
runner.
For someone else. On his way back to the bridge, Bell continues to recruit more sailors, re-establishing communications with the entire ship.
You, ask the
Damn,
damage
Bell
control
got
officer
Bell a
for updates.
fucking dope motherfucker.
You, tell the magazines I have no comms. Any emergency they need, send me a runner and find someone to tell the same thing to the aft turret.
Dude, homie is a leader. Almost got taken out by shrapnel. Gets up and is like, no, I'm still in command of this ship. Oh, that's so cool.
In a matter of minutes, a
I love
team of
stories like
messengers
these.
forms. From this point on, they become Captain Bell's only way to control the ship. But somehow, it works. The ship begins turning
That's some
starboard,
dope
and
shit.
the torpedoes are ready to fire.
I ain't hear no
And
Bell.
they launch off into the sea. The 4 remaining guns fire with deafening fury above the waves, while the torpedoes silently approach their target. Despite the messenger's best efforts, though, they could never
Miss.
be quick enough for precise aim, and the torpedoes completely miss.
Unlucky.
But Bal refuses to stand down.
Keep firing!
The remaining 2 turrets continue to fire, spreading death and destruction across the Graf Speye's exposed elements, but doing little internally. Shell after shell strikes the German warship's heavy armor with little effect, ricocheting away or stopping dead in its tracks. Finally, they strike luck. At last, a round pierces the armor and punches straight through the lower decks and detonates deep within, destroying the fuel purification plant.
Ooh, good
There
job.
are no fires or floods, but in a single blow, the ship has been doomed. Unable to purify its
Hell of
vast
a great
stores of
fucking
diesel,
shot.
it has cut its usable fuel from days to hours. Not enough to return to Europe. But it does nothing to hamper their combat strength. Another salvo falls on the battered heavy cruiser. One shell slamming into the A turret and another punching through the hull. The second shell explodes within and sets fire to an ammunition storage rack. The brave sailors in the station rush for their extinguishers, quelling the flames before a catastrophic fire and explosion could be unleashed.
Hey, man, they're still doing their
Strike
job.
silences Gunnery Officer Richard Jennings' last turret.
Bloody hell!
He decides to abandon his position as director of the control tower and run through the chaos, reaching the Exeter's last working main gun. To the turret crew's astonishment, Jennings climbs to the top of the turret and starts shouting directions.
Oh, shit.
left.
Rip your hearing.
Aim for their turrets!
Jennings stares down the massive enemy warship in the distance as his turret takes aim underneath him.
Fire!
Jennings is blasted with gas and heat from the giant guns, but he takes it.
Correct high! 100! Fire!
Oh, homie's gonna lose all
Meanwhile,
hearing.
in the 2 light cruisers,
With
Commodore
some
Harwood is
TBIs.
becoming impatient with the lack of results. All this time, they were executing the other flank, seeking to overwhelm the Graf Spee with the crossfire. But without communication with Exeter, they can't even find out if their aim is true. And now, he clearly sees that the Exeter is smoking, enlisting, while the Graf Spee stands seemingly unharmed. With a sinking feeling, the truth dawns on him. They've been doing nothing.
Yeah, get your asses in there, homie.
Heading 285, close the distance, proceed at utmost speed.
Fuck yeah,
Ships
get in
break
there.
formation and charge to Exeter's rescue. Aboard the Graf Spee, Langsdorff spots the incoming British.
Das ist ein Torpedoangriff. Soll Kurs West. Stellt die Nebelwand auf.
But Exeter isn't done yet.
Nah, Exeter ain't hear no fucking bell yet.
And their last turret is being commanded by what seems like a madman riding atop. But still, they chase after the Graf Spee, firing with what little they have and scoring hits across the superstructure.
Yeah, fuck, I'll
The
take
Graf
them.
Spee turns
Anything's
all
better than
its
nothing.
guns towards them, and they open fire. The massive volley falls short by the smallest of margins,
Oh, that's
creating
lucky.
a huge splash just in front of Jennings' face. But he's unfazed.
You've got the range!
He calls for more, but the gun doesn't move.
What's going on?
We've lost power. It can't traverse.
The
Turn
water
the
has
ship.
filtered through the damaged hull and short-circuited the turret systems.
Does he turn the ship?
Bloody hell! We've lost the Y turret. Tell the captain.
Sir, white turret has malfunctioned.
Captain Ball is furious, with fire in his eyes.
I'm going to ram the bastard. It'll be the end of us, but it will sink him too.
Oh,
Orders
not what I
around.
thought. Okay,
Turn
I'm
starboard.
down with this too.
The Exeter, in flames and out of options, turns to ram the enemy. But then, a salvo of shells brackets the Graf Spee. The light cruisers Ajax and Achilles have gotten past the smokescreen and have opened fire with
Oh, lucky.
vastly improved accuracy.
Harwood is on them. They finally got him.
Verdammt, sie haben die Reichweite gefunden.
Captain Langsdorff pushes the Exeter to the back of his mine as the new challengers pummel
Please
the
tell me
Graf
the
Spee's
Exeter is
upper
still
deck,
pushing in.
salvo after salvo. With damage and casualties mounting, Captain Langsdorff orders a retreat.
Retreat to where, homie? You don't got the
Feuer
fuel.
einstellen. Volle Kraft voraus. Nehmt Kurs auf Montevideo.
The Ajax and Achilles pummel the ship for another hour as the Graf Spee desperately sails for neutral waters. But they're too far away, and Harwood is determined to not let the ship slip away.
What is our ammunition status?
20% remaining.
Harwood is
sir.
shocked.
Damn,
It's
only
far
20?
less than he expected. If he carries
That's
on,
less than I was
he could have
expecting.
too little to defend himself if they happen to face another battle.
Hold fire. Pull back and shadow them.
They pursue the Graf Spee all the way to the neutral port of Montevideo, Uruguay. There, the prisoners of the Doric Star are released per international regulations. But back with the Graf Spee, their problems were far from over.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to
Upon their
repair.
docking in Montevideo, deceit and politics soon follow. The British begin broadcasting easy-to-intercept signals suggesting that reinforcements are arriving. They've no fuel reserves to return home, no ability to fix the fuel plant, and strict orders not to let the ship become interned in Uruguay. There's only
They
one
scuttle it?
apparent option, and that's to flee Argentina. But he believes a reinforced British fleet will stand in his way.
Ich glaube nicht, dass wir eine andere Wahl haben. Macht die Sprengsätze scharf.
On the 17th of December, the ship, with only Langsdorff and 40 other men aboard, moved out of the Uruguayan waters. It was a devastating blow to Langsdorff. High Command blamed him completely for Admiral Graf Spee's end. Langsdorff wrote, "I alone bear the responsibility for scuttling the Panzerschiff Admiral Graf Spee. I am happy to pay with my life for any possible reflection on the honor of the flag." 3 days later, in a hotel room in Buenos Aires, he took his gun and kept his word.
Wow. Holy shit. Oh, that's cinema.
The mighty ship
Oh.
burned in the shallow water for the next 2 days.
That was
Despite the lack of
cool.
decisive victory,
I like that. The overlay with the actual photo was
the battle
really
was still
cool.
considered a great success for the Royal Navy. Commodore Henry Harwood was promoted to Rear Admiral and knighted for his leadership. Captain Frederick Secker-Bell wouldn't receive any Navy awards for his actions, but he and a good portion of Exeter's crew did get a hero's welcome from the residents of the city of Exeter.
No fucking way. That badass didn't get anything? His superior Nah, bro, that's some bullshit. That is some straight hot bullshit right there.
Gunnery Officer Richard Jennings, on the other hand, would be awarded the Distinguished Service Cross for his actions.
At least,
and went
at
on
least he
to
got
command
something.
ships of his own. All 3 men would survive the war.
At least
Thanks
there's
again
that, I
to
guess.
World of Warships. Check out the link in the description.
Oh. That must have been sponsored by it, but they must have removed it. Okay. Okay, cool. Nah, bro, I stand by that. That's some bullshit that Bell didn't get any didn't get anything. At least the gunner dude did. At least he did. Make sure you guys check out the original, like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, y'all take care of yourselves. See ya.